Hello everybody, it's Isaac here from IW Outdoors, and today I wanted to show you how to mount a deer skull, European mount style. So I'm going to take a buck that I shot this last winter during muzzleloader season, and I am going to go through the process of taking all the flesh off of it, boiling it down, getting it bleached white, and then kind of getting just a nice mount ready to go. And so I'm going to show you all that process. I've never done one of these before, and so you can kind of walk through it and learn through it with me. So we're going to take this fine piece and turn it into something that hopefully will look a lot more like this wonderful mount.
It's right about here, I think. We're not going to use those. I've got another pan inside, but before I do, just take a minute to remember the fallen and enjoy. That is good jerky. All right, well, old buck is in the pot, brewing up here. Unfortunately, I was having a real tough time with some of the brain and the ear pieces and everything. Some of that was really a struggle trying to get that off. So I am probably just gonna let this thing boil for an hour or two and come back out and just see what we've got at that point. If I need to do more digging or more chipping or whatever, I'll do that at that point in time. But I think for now, I'm just gonna let him brew and see what we end up with. I am gonna add, though, saw this trick from another guy, don't remember who, but somebody said if you add Oxi Clean, it's supposed to help all that skin or tissue or brain or whatever else you got going on in there. Said if you add some Oxi Clean to it, then it's supposed to turn that into more of like a jelly when you pull it out and it comes time to get that last piece or so off. I mean, anyways, I figure it's worth trying. So I don't know if my pot's quite big enough for what I'm doing today. I might end up with a little bit of a problem. Might have to soak that back end as well as everything else, but I'm gonna go ahead and add just a scoop or so of this Oxi Clean, and we'll let that marinate a little bit, and we'll see what we end up with.
All right, so I've been inside for like an hour. This thing's been on here boiling, and so I can kind of smell it now. It's not pleasant. I'm gonna pull it off, and we're gonna see what we've got to work with. So, oh my gosh, well, that stinks. You smell that, Taylor?
Yeah, it's real nasty.
Gosh. All right, you ready for this?
Uh-huh.
Gotta get the glory shot when it's coming out. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh my! Hold your breath.
Look at that.
Oh, it stinks. It smells so bad. I'm gonna gag. Oh my gosh. Well, it's definitely like gummy now. It's getting it. Oh, oh, that stinks so bad. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's that. The smoke is. It's nasty. That is. Oh my gosh. I can taste it. It's bad. It smells real bad. So I'm not really sure what we're gonna do with that. I don't know. What do you think, Tay? Should we just leave it in there for a few more hours and see if it'll fall off on its own?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think so? Yeah, that's the game plan right now, because yeah, I think I might throw up if I pull that thing out again. The deer skull has been in that pot boiling with some water and Oxi Clean for about 2.5 hours now. So I think, hopefully, it's done enough that we can pull it out. So I'm gonna pull it. We're gonna see what we've got. I'm really hoping we don't have to put it back in because that would stink. But here we go. Oh gosh. It's still nasty. Like, the smell is just terrible, but honestly, just like checking that skull out, like, that's pretty clean, and anything that's hanging there. I think the hose should take off if I wash it with high pressure. So I think that worked out pretty good. I'm gonna hit the pressure washer with this thing, and we will see how it ends up. Alright, so I'm back. It's like 2 days later since we shot the first part of the deer head boil and clean up and all that stuff. And unfortunately the other night we just I ran out of time. It got too late, and that pot that I was using left a little piece of the deer skull up on the top that it wasn't hitting with the boil, and right around the base of the antlers. Unfortunately it wasn't getting all the skin off of that antler base, and so we're gonna try again today. I got a bigger pot, boiler's ready to go again, got a new nozzle on my hose, and while we're doing it, I think I'm gonna smoke up a little bit of that deer. We're gonna hit a loin on the grill, so that's what we'll have for supper later tonight. Anyways, so hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. Sorry that it kind of ended up being in 2 parts, but this was my first time doing one of these deer heads, and I guess the process was a little bit more in-depth than I was thinking it was going to be. So here we go.
Ooh yeah, that'll be good. Now a little bit of this for good measure. Anyway, so we're gonna let this thing chill out. Actually, not chill, it's gonna heat up in here for a little while, and then we'll come back to this. Ooh baby, ooh, she's steaming, she's smoking. She's got the jelly on her. Ooh yeah, the jelly on the back. That's good. That's ready to dry off and then go hang somewhere. Probably gonna stick that over in the office. That's looking good. Just take a step back here and admire old buck there. Not looking too bad. So anyways, that's pretty much it for this mounting European mount buck head, skull boil, whatever you want to call it. That's what we did today and then a couple days ago, and so we finally got it done. Finally got buck there hung up. I think he's looking good, so I'm looking forward to staring at that about every morning when I come in here. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time on IW Outdoors.